On this episode of the Big Thunder Podcast, 2 new stage shows are set to open in Disney World, and now we know when you can catch the first performances.
And another ride is closing at the Magic Kingdom. How will this impact your next trip?
Plus, something's going to be missing at Disney this Christmas, and it'll leave you feeling a little crummy.
The cookies?
No.
Oh.
The cookies will still be there, I would assume. Stay tuned to find out what's missing. All that and much, much more.
Buckle up.
Here's your hosts, Bo and Abby.
Welcome to the Big Thunder Podcast, where we round up all the buzz out of Disney and Universal and play a fun but ultimately stupid game. We're your hosts, Bo.
And Abby.
There's time codes listed in the description if you want to bop around to a specific story or if you want to get right to the game.
If you're listening on YouTube or watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and give it a like because it helps the YouTube machine put us out so more people can find us.
Absolutely.
And thanks for being here and say hi.
All right, let's get right to the roundup.
Speaking really quick, before you jump into the roundup, that reminded me, have you seen that at Disney's Hollywood Studios in the Toy Story Land, they are putting up the covers at Woody's lunchbox?
Yeah, some much needed shade.
Holy buckets, yeah.
Yeah.
That area is hot. But I got to see pictures of it this week.
Nice.
I wonder if you could insert them with your magical editing skills.
I might be able to find something. Yeah, Hollywood Studios is a notoriously sunny part.
So hot.
Yeah.
Especially all of it.
Yeah.
All of the lands.
Yeah.
Not a lot of shade.
Yeah. You know, that's a good segue into our first story of the roundup. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you're new to the roundup, this is where we take a look at the biggest stories of the week or last several weeks. We're not quite as topical as we'd like to be.
Listen, we are working parents who are dreaming of Disney from the Midwest. We are doing our very best to be there and live through it. Thank goodness we have our dedicated YouTube friends that keep us informed and let us live through them.
Yeah, so this is less breaking news and more, hey, did you hear about this? So, speaking of much needed shade in Hollywood Studios, 2 new shows are set to open on the same day in Hollywood Studios this summer. One of which being The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, which is inspired by the animated film and will feature live actors, puppets, digital animation, and even some live motion capture integrated together to fully replicate the underwater setting. Some characters might even feature a mix of all of these styles.
This was a show that existed before.
This is like the reboot.
Yep, and it was a big hit for the Batterson family.
Yes.
Baby Lily loved this show. I think we watched it 4 times back to back one night when we were waiting for fireworks, or the nighttime show there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lily loved it. It was everything. And then when COVID happened, rumor is, I don't know if this is true, but the rumors are because there's bubbles in water that were part of that show, that when it closed for COVID, everything got incredibly moldy.
Yeah, because they weren't pipes were having flushing water going through
But
it.
there are other shows at Disney. I just wonder if maybe it was just the mix of that particular building.
Right, yeah.
So basically, they had to close it for 5 years.
Yeah.
To redo it.
And now it's coming back with, all new technology and new songs. Songs that weren't in the original production are going to be in this version.
Okay.
So, yeah.
From the live action?
No, I don't think Kiss the Girls was in the original one, but it will be, or Kiss the Girl, singular, will be in the new one.
Kiss the Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. Let's go.
Absolutely.
It opens what date?
Well, it opens on May 27th, which is the same day you'll be able to catch the Disney villains Unfairly Ever After. The Magic Mirror summons some of your favorite Disney villains who will break through the glass and explain why we've misunderstood them.
That'll be a cute show. And took the place of Lightning McQueen's show down over off of Hollywood Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood Studios.
Correct.
Next to Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, so 2 new opportunities for you to get out of that sun.
Which would be the perfect spot to put Muppet Vision 3D.
Yes. My dream is that once Villains Land opens in Magic Kingdom, they will take this show over there, leaving the space open for some form of Muppet show that will be right there by the forthcoming Muppets roller coaster.
And Miss Piggy's fountain.
Yeah, bring back that fountain.
I'm really, really nervous for Miss Piggy's fountain.
Yeah, it's an iconic structure.
It's so cute. And we need her now.
We need Miss Piggy now more than ever.
Miss Piggy as the Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
I want it. You know what my dream is? My dream is that it will somehow become interactive and like she'll just start yelling things at people about like being a good citizen of America.
Sure. Or like that fountain they have at Islands of Adventure that talks to you. I get it.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want her and like Sam the eagle to just like start I don't know. I'm okay. You can cut all that out.
No, you're fine.
Let's go.
Both shows open on May 27th. You can see The Little Mermaid in Animation Courtyard and Unfairly Ever After back by the Rocking Roller Coaster off Sunset Boulevard. So yeah, of these two shows, which are you most excited for?
Little Mermaid.
You think so? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, it's taking 5 years to make Little Mermaid, and it's taking 5 months to make the Villains show.
Yeah, I get it.
I just anticipate the Little Mermaid show having, it being like an immersive thing, and the Villains is going to be like a TV screen that we watch. With maybe, I would imagine it will have live characters versus like, we had Lightning McQueen the car. It'll be, which I think will be cool. It's just, I'm most excited for Little Mermaid.
I think I'm most excited for Little Mermaid just because I feel like the theming of it fits better. Like having Little Mermaid in Animation Courtyard to me makes more sense than having Disney Villains on Sunset Boulevard.
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel like the Disney Villains show is going to just be a commercial for Villains Land.
Yeah, I could see that. Speaking of things happening in Magic Kingdom, big changes are coming to Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. No, it's not becoming a Meet the Robinsons ride like we had hoped.
That would be really cool, though.
Disney has announced that a new show scene, updated ride vehicles, and gameplay enhancements will be coming to Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, including a friendly robot named Buddy, who will make sure you're prepared for your mission. The ride vehicles are being updated to video monitors with real-time scores and new handheld blasters equipped with lasers.
Ooh.
And some once static targets will now light up and spin.
Okay.
Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin will close in August and reopen sometime in 2026. How do you feel about this? This always felt like a skippable ride for me.
The thing is like Magic Kingdom is just, they're going, a lot is getting shut down.
And we'll talk about that more in a second.
And we've got, so in Tomorrowland now, so the... What's the ride that's shut down?
Well, okay, so rides currently closed in Magic Kingdom is Astro Orbiter.
That one.
That is set to reopen this summer, so probably before Buzz Lightyear closes.
Yes, and that ride is not a big family. It's not the same audience.
Yes.
So, like, that ride is more teen thrill height lovers.
Yeah.
And, like, the queue doesn't hold that many people.
Yes. Hall of Presidents is also closed until later this year.
Keep it closed.
And, of course, Big Thunder Mountain is closed until sometime in 2026.
We don't need Hall of Presidents anymore.
I think we've moved on from Hall of Presidents.
I think we just, you know what? That was fun.
Yeah.
Let's replace it with Hamilton.
Sure.
Let's replace it with a Hamilton stage show.
Or, hear me out, Sam the Eagle presents Hall of Presidents.
Yes, that would also be fun. But, like, Sam the Eagle just kind of goes over, like, the Constitution.
Sure. Yeah.
Miss Piggy's fountain could move over there.
Miss Piggy as a Statue of Liberty presents the presidents.
Okay, anyway, that one's fine. Okay, keep going.
Next story, Disney apparently wants to remind us millennials that we're all old now.
Super.
Because to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Toy Story...
What?
There's a new meet and greet out in Disneyland.
Rex.
Beginning June 1st, guests can meet Rex at Pixar Pier in California Adventure for a limited time. While technically this is his first appearance in the parks, last summer, DVC members attending the Moonlight Magic event at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon got to meet Partysaurus Rex.
From, like, the bathtub, right?
From the bathtub short, yes.
Now I'm really sad that we're not going to Disney.
Because you would have got to meet Rex.
We were going to go to Disneyland in June.
Yeah.
And now we cannot.
Yeah. For reasons we won't get into on a Disney theme
Reasons
podcast.
why it's super important that maybe Sam the Eagle teaches everyone about Congress and the Constitution and the importance of government agencies.
Anyways, would you rather meet Rex or Partysaurus Rex?
I just want normal Rex. And I want to be wearing my I'm a nervous wreck shirt.
Yes. I was
and then
going
we
to say...
could just both be really anxious to hug
I
each other.
literally have in my notes, you have more in common with Classic Rex than Partysaurus Rex.
Me and Rex would both be really anxious to talk to one another. Yeah.
All right, our last story, a little bit of bummer for those of you planning a trip to Disney this Christmas.
Yeah, what is the crummy?
The Grand Floridian, which has been undergoing refurbishment for a few years, is finally moving on to its lobby update.
No.
The refurbishment begins this month and is scheduled to go through November, which means this year there is no gingerbread house at
Holy
Gosh.
That's like a tradition. They're not even going to try?
No, they are. There's no...
Gosh.
2025. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm getting you a lot of use out of that goofy garsh in this
cancel
one.
it. Cancel it.
Cancel what? 2025?
Christmas 2025. Oh my god.
Once completed, the lobby will be home to a new bar inspired by the lobby's iconic birdcage.
We don't need more alcohol.
There will be other gingerbread stuff happening throughout Disney during the holiday season, including, I would assume, at Communicore Hall. They'll have that new, or they will probably once again have a gingerbread Spaceship Earth.
Listen, I don't handle change well. I don't handle news like this well. And while it is not the worst news, it's just another cut.
Yeah, I really...
They couldn't have just moved it?
I'm sure there will be other gingerbread houses.
Well, of course there is. The Beach Club has the carousel. They all have something.
Yeah.
All the deluxe resorts have something. But the Grand Floridian Gingerbread House is like... There's a freaking special on it.
Yeah, it's an icon. Yeah, not this year.
Last year they did Spaceship Earth as a gingerbread.
Yeah.
With the lights.
At Communicore Hall.
Did you just say that? I blacked out.
Moments ago.
I blacked out. I was... Okay. Keep going.
I've wanted to talk to you about this for
I didn't know.
days.
Obviously, I didn't know. This is news, and I'm processing. I heard about the bar. I heard because it's gonna look like the birdcage. I saw the concept art. I get it. Do I need it? No. Yeah. I don't need that.
Some people. We're also not Grand Floridian people, so maybe
the
people
Grand
stay
Floridian
at that
people
hotel.
don't want to hang out in the lobby.
Possibly. But if people want to check out other gingerbread sculptures at Disney, or maybe the new shows at Hollywood Studios, maybe they want to head out to California to see Toy Story's Rex, or if they want to plan any other magical Disney or Universal experience, they should contact
Minnie Vacay, where we will be absolutely neutral on terrible things like the gingerbread house not being there this year. Here on Big Thunder Podcast, we like to keep things as real and authentic as possible. And one hard truth is that for as amazing and magical as a trip to Disney or Universal can be, planning one can be a little intimidating and sometimes even frustrating. What are the best parks for my family? What are the best places to stay for my budget? Do I really need to wake up at 4 a.m. 2 months before my trip to book dinner reservations? It can definitely be a lot. But that's where Minnie Vacay can help you. We are certified Disney and Universal travel planners who specialize in taking the hard stuff off of your plate. We love waking up at 4 a.m. for Disney stuff. And not only are our services completely free to you, but when you book a vacation package with us, we'll send you a $25 gift card. Minnie Vacay is a part of Gateway to Magic Travel, an authorized Disney vacation planner and Disney earmarked agency. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram to get the ball rolling on your next magical adventure, or you can also see all of our information at minnievacay.com.
Well, it's only appropriate that we're talking about water rides today because there's some really hot deals going on at Disney this summer.
There sure are. Just talking Walt Disney World. Here are all of the amazing things that you can get booking a trip. Starting now through, I'll break it up by when it ends. So all guests who book a stay at a Walt Disney World hotel will get a free ticket tickets for your party to a water park at Disney. There are 2 on your check-in day. So if you are flying to Disney like we would have to fly, Make sure you're picking early flights so that you can get there and utilize that ticket. That's a really cool thing, and we've had clients that have done that and utilized that, and they loved it and said it was like the perfect way to start their trip. And I have never been to a Disney water park. In our community, we actually have a local water park, and so like a lot of folks that we know, it's like, well, if we're going to Disney, we're not going to do that, but they said it was like a really good time.
Yeah. No, we have one of the top water parks in the country.
In our community, yes. Okay, so here are some other awesome deals. So right now, from June 29th to September 30th, and then October 20th to November 1st, so just like a teeny tiny bit, and then December 6th to December 22nd, you can get a free dining plan with a 4-night, 4-day non-discounted travel package if you get a park hopper option with those as well. And so for value and moderate resorts, that's going to be the quick service dining plan, which is like your snacks and your walk-ups. And then if you stay at a deluxe resort, it's going to be the whole enchilada, which is just the Disney dining plan, which includes character dining, which is such a good value.
Absolutely.
We took advantage of a free dining plan option last year, and it felt like the most VIP experience.
Yeah, especially with those character dinings.
Yes. And then when our little baby, our 11-year-old baby who doesn't eat anything, was ordering steak, and like we didn't have to worry if she wasn't going to eat that steak, which she did love the steak. But so that's a really good deal. And we have a couple clients that have taken advantage of that. Another option, because maybe you're like, okay, food really isn't my jam. I'm into like ordering groceries and making PB&Js, and I'm not wasting time during my park to like do that.
Yep.
There is a 30% off rooms at select Disney resorts if you stay 5 nights or longer. And that is actually a giant savings.
Yeah. The
next thing that you can stack with that, because that is just staying at the resort, that's not a package, is you can do a 3-day, 3-park ticket that is good at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom for $89 a day per person, so $267.
That's good.
It's very good. If Magic Kingdom isn't maybe your vibe, or if it is and you want to buy a ticket separately to go there, but like that's a super good deal. Mm-hmm. And then the next thing is there is a 50% off kids tickets, so that's a kid at Disney is age 3 to 9. Ages 3 and below are free. So if you have a kid from 9 and under, you can either be going for 50% off or for free for them from May 27th through September 20th. And then the newest announcement that just came out this week is if you are a Disney Plus subscriber, you can get rooms starting at $99 a night at Disney All-Star Sports for a 2-night stay.
I'm a Disney Plus subscriber.
Yes, we are. Okay, so the offer is valid on 2-night stays or longer. So if you just need to pop down just to get like a quick Disney after hours event like we talked about doing.
Yeah.
Or if you want to stay longer, but 2 nights is the minimum you have to stay. So at Disney All-Star Sports, it's $99 a night. At Port Orleans Riverside, it's $169 a night. At a Cars Family Suite, it's $229 a night, which is normally like a Little Mermaid room.
And that's at Art of Animation?
Art of Animation, which is access to the Skyliner and the big blue pool and all of that.
Yeah.
And then hold on to your hats. Is your hat held?
I mean,
you can go stay at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge Savannah View room for $339 a night.
Wow.
Which is, so basically it's like,
that's normally like what?
It's like 50% off rooms.
Yeah.
It's normally, yeah. So like if you just want us to go stay with the zebras for a weekend this summer, we could do that. This offer is basically the heatiest part, June 29th to July 30th.
Yeah, that's a steamy part of the year for Orlando.
So basically what I would do if I had the resources, because you are getting that free water park day. Yeah. So if you're like, I want to do Disney on like a budget, I want a bougie budget of a Disney stay.
Sure.
I would book a long weekend at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Savannah View room. Mm-hmm. I would utilize that water park day on the check-in, and then I would staycation it. I would hang out with the zebras like I'm at Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
In my air-conditioned room.
Sure.
From my balcony if I want. And go play at the pool. And then if I, want to get out and shop or do something, I'd go to Disney Springs and then head back to my air-conditioned room.
Yeah, and if you're doing the Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can do that nighttime safari.
Yeah. Like, I would utilize this deal as, like, a really awesome, like, Disney staycation. I would not go to the parks probably in July. Me, as a bigger gal who likes to breathe, could not handle it. But for those of you who, like, the heat doesn't bother you, there's so many good deals.
Hey, if you're...
Go ahead.
Hey, if you're having a good time with us, make sure you check out the Big Thunder Podcast on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube. One last thing before we close.
Yeah.
Technically it's news, but it's sort of non-news, so I didn't want to include it in the roundup.
Okay.
It sounds like the live-action Tangled adaptation has been put on hold. This news just came out one day after it was reported that Sabrina Carpenter had met with Disney about playing Rapunzel. You have to assume this is a result of the reception to Snow White, where Disney is estimated to lose about $115 million.
Here's what I know. If they were seriously, truly, honestly considering Sabrina Carpenter for Rapunzel, there's not a... If they lost their minds about how Rachel handled her social media and had to bring in people because she got political, but they're going to bring Sabrina Carpenter in.
Well, is Sabrina Carpenter political?
Sabrina Carpenter is
and she's a Disney kid.
She's a sexually awakened woman who embraces her sexuality, which is wonderful for her, but I can only imagine.
I don't know. I think the Fox News crowd is more receptive of that than they are of talking about Palestine.
They would say that she's out on her stage, like, teaching little girls how to be, like, strippers.
Probably.
They would, like... Anyways, you don't have to include that.
That's fine. I will. I don't care.
Also, I'm pro Sabrina Carpenter, just FYI.
Yeah.
I'm pro Rachel as well. I'm pro all things. I just think it's weird. I heard that they put it on hold because of her tour coming up, that they couldn't get dates. But
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think they're probably going to wait and see how this Moana live-action remake fares.
They're doing a Moana live-action?
They've been shooting it. We talked about it. We talked about it on this show.
I'm sorry.
There's photos
There's
of the
a lot
Rock.
up here. I have to remember the years that boats came in. There's only certain.
The Rock is playing Maui. An actress.
But why did?
Who is new is playing Moana.
I think I did know this.
Yeah.
I just think I forgot.
I will say that our Snow White video, it will be at some point our most viewed video. And it's easily our most disliked video.
Really? Because we liked it?
Yes.
Well, poo-poo on you.
I put right in the headline that we liked the video because I was hoping that people would stay away from it. Like, I won't click on it because these people like it. I forgot that the internet...
And instead it's like, how could you like this?
Yes, it is.
I must tell you how stupid... Have we been bullied yet?
Not too bad.
We haven't made it yet, then. Don't bully us.
Yeah,
but
I think we're too likable. That's why people don't want to bully us.
Sure we are. Okay.
But yeah, I even remember, like, when we first talked about wanting to talk about that movie, I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about it because I know there's going to be drama around it.
I think it was great. I still listen to the song. I don't think there's any... I don't know.
Yeah.
I will be fine when Charlie watches it on repeat.
Yeah. All right, next time on the Big Thunder Podcast, I think you wanted to talk about travel tips.
Yeah, we could talk... I want to talk about that. I think it's helpful. I know there's a lot of people who've never been to Disney or maybe are going to Disney with kids for the first time, and just, like, we've done it a couple times with baby through preteen and toddler and all the ages in between, that I think we've picked up some fairly good tips.
Sure.
And tricks, things that you don't think about, like how are you washing bottles and how are you finding bananas that aren't $4 a piece and things like that.
Yeah.
So for the people still here listening, if there are things that you have always wondered about with traveling with kids or traveling to Disney, if you don't live there and you have to fly or drive, if you have a question about that, let us know. We could answer.